Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new unit, which is Unit 7, more about dissolving and other changes. In this unit, Lesson 1 says about dissolving and solutions. Lesson 1, we are going to learn about solution, soluble and insoluble, and definition of solutes and solvent, characteristics of solution, examples, to make you to better understanding, and saturated solutions with example. Students, here we are going to cover all these topics under this lesson 1. Shall we move on to our topic? Fine. Here, I would like to say the definition of the solution. It's a special kind of mixture. It's a special kind of mixture made when one substance dissolves in another. Here you have to look into this. Mixture made when one substance dissolves in another. We form solution. Understand, students? This definition we are going to see with an experiments. Fine. Define soluble. What is meant by soluble? Term. It defines substance that dissolve are said to be soluble. That means the substances which can dissolve, that is called soluble, which is less than 1 nanometer size. Example, sugar, salt, milk powder, etc. You can add more into the soluble examples. Fine. Move on to the insoluble. The term insoluble says that substance that do not dissolve are called insoluble. It means it doesn't dissolve at all. Fine. And its size is about 1000 nanometer. Example, sand, oil, paper, and nuts. So soluble is a substance that can be dissolvable, and insoluble cannot dissolve. This is less than 1 nanometer in size, and insoluble is 1000 nanometer in size. Clear, students? Fine. Now we move on to the solution with more details. Solution is a special type of mixture, as I said, is a homogeneous mixture that combines a solute and a solvent, which means to make a solution, we need a solute as well as a solvent. Here, what is meant by solute? It's a solid part that gets dissolved. Example, salt, sugar. Coming to a solvent, the liquid part that helps the, listen here, that helps the solid to get dissolved. That is called solvent. Example, water. I repeat again. Solute is a solid part which gets dissolved. Solvent is a liquid part which helps the solid to dissolve. Example, water. Are you clear, students, here? Fine. Here, look into the slide. Solute, either salt nor sugar. And take a cup of water, add a salt or sugar into the water, which gets dissolved into the water. So here, who is a solute? Either salt nor sugar. Who is a solvent? Water. What solution are you going to get? If we take a case of salt solution. If you add sugar, you are going to get a sugar solution. Understand, students? So a solution is a type of mixture. Solute plus solvent. Solute plus solvent, we are getting solution. Add either salt or sugar into the water. The solution which you are going to get is salt solution or sugar solution. Hope you are clear with the solution now. For your review, it's a special mixture in which a substance is dissolved. The substance is spread out evenly and will not settle. It means if you add sugar into the water, the total sugar substance get dissolved into the water without leaving behind. That is called solution. In a solution, the substance that dissolves is called solute. In a solution, the substance which solute is being dissolved is called solvent. Water is a universal solvent. Hope all the students knew about the water is a new universal solvent. Look at this picture. I want all the students to do the experiment and show to your parents that take a glass of water, add 1 tablespoon of sugar or water into the water, and you have to see who is solid and who is solvent here and what solution you are going to get into this. Understand, students? Here, solution, we are making solution, solute and solvent. How it's getting dissolved, I have shown in the slide. Fine. And coming to the characteristics of solution. Solution, dissolving, it has solute, it has solvent and solubility. That means which can be soluble, which cannot, which can be insoluble. These are all the characteristics of your solutions. Dissolving, solute, solvent, insolubility. That means level of dissolving. That is called solubility. Fine. Here we have few examples. Soda drink. How soda drink solution is formed? Add a solute carbon dioxide into the sugar water, which is solvent. We are going to get a soda drink as a solution. So here carbon dioxide plus sugar water, which gives off soda drink. Coming to the next example, brass. To make a brass, zinc play a role as a solute and copper as a solvent, and we are going to get a solution brass. Here the word alloy. Solutions made from 2 or more metals called alloy. In the further lessons, we are going to see about what is meant by alloy. This is just for your information I have mentioned over here. The third example I have mentioned here is nichrome wire. It's made of chromium and nickel. Solute is a chromium and solvent is a nickel, and which forms nichrome wire. Clear, students? So here are a few more examples for your better understanding. Air. Solvent is a nitrogen, solute is oxygen. POP. Solvent is a water, solute is a sugar and carbon dioxide. And gold. Solvent is a gold and solute other metals. Steel. Solvent iron, solute other metals. Salt water. Solvent water and solute salt. Hope you are very clear. Next, move on to the saturation. What is meant by saturation? When you have added so much solute, who is solute? Either sugar or salt, that no more dissolves. They have your saturated solutions. Students, are you clear with this? I'll give a furthermore example. For example, you take your 1 spoon of sugar and add into your half a glass of water. Do you feel that sugar get dissolved into the water? Of course, there is no doubt in that. And add 3 spoons of sugar into the water. Will it get dissolved? Yes, there is no shade of doubt in that. Suppose if you add 10 to 15 tablespoon of sugar or salt into the half a glass of water. Who is a solute here? Sugar or salt. Who is a solvent? Water. Who is in the higher quantity? Solute. And water is in the less quantity. So when you add 15 tablespoon of water into the lesser amount of water, that salt does not dissolve. It settles down. That is called saturated solution. Hope you are very clear now. If you add more, look into the slide. If you add more sugar to your saturated solution of iced tea, listen student here, if you add more sugar to the iced tea, the extra sugar just settles to the bottom of the glass. That is called saturated solution. Shall I expect you to do it at home? Please try it at home. On the other hand, if you continue to dissolve more solute, you still have an unsaturated solution. It means if you add more and more amount of the sugar or either any kind of substance that forms unsaturated solution. Look at the picture. When you add more substances, the gaps in between the water does not allow the more substances to dissolve. When you add salt to water, the small water particles get between the larger salt particles, forcing them apart. It means the water is a small particles and salt has larger particles. When the salt get into the water, it makes to dissolve. But in another corner, when we add more and more salt, this salt fills up the gaps inside the water, and the more quantity of salt cannot be dissolved because of there is no gap inside the water. So that time it forms saturated solutions. When the gaps inside the water and the salt is filled up, and extra quantities of salt will be remains back. It settles down on the bottom of the glass. That is called saturated solutions. Look at the picture, students. If you add small amount of salt, it gets diluted. If you add more, it will become more concentrated, as well as it stays back. See here, who is a solute? Salt. Solvent is a water. Look at here, what's going on here? Either salt or sugar which settles down. That is called saturated solutions. And the saturated solutions, the dissolved solutions can be dissolved by heating method. If you want to get back, for example, if you want to get back your dissolved solutions, if you heat up that solution, you can get back your substance back. Understand, students? Hope you are very clear with this lesson. And in this lesson 1, dissolving in solutions, we had gone through what is solution, soluble, insoluble, solute, solvent, characteristics with more examples, as well as saturated solutions. And the next video we'll see about the next lesson. Thank you.